The certificate stores. Issuing a certificate is only half the job. The other half, it's about getting it deployed to the right server, load balancer, or cloud service. Certificate stores handle that. A certificate store is any destination where the certificate lives in production. This could be a file on a Linux server like /etc/nginx/SSL. It could be Azure Key Vault. It could be AWS Certificate Manager, a Windows IS server, hardware load balancer. Each store connects through an agent or directly through the cloud API. You can see the stores which are connected in the platform right now here. Let's go to the add a certificate store wizard. When you add a store, you choose the type and link it to an agent if it is requiring an agent to connect to. The stores which are cloud-based like AWS, Azure Key Vault, or ACM, AWS Certificate Manager, or GCP Secret Manager, they don't require any agent to install on any machine. The CLM server connects to to those targets locations directly from the platform. For the servers which are on-prem based, which the CLM server cannot directly access to, there one agent needs to be installed together with those servers so that you can connect to it. That's why you see here, let's say in an example for the AWS ACM, you specify, let's say for the IaaS server. So you can see, you need to specify in the IaaS server the server host name and your port, your specific username and password for the Windows for logging in, and location of where your certificates are present in the local machine or the current user. Once you set up that, you need to specifically mention the specific agent there. That's why you see here, I'm specifically selecting an agent here that this IaaS server is installed on this machine connected with this agent. For example, this is the Nginx store. Here you can see that this Nginx store was connected with this agent which I have installed on this machine. Once you have configured the certificate store properly within the system, you can click on the discover. The system will discover the certificate via a job. A job will be triggered and submitted to the job section area. The agent which is connected to the CLM server will pick this job, correspondingly discover the certificate, and whatever it founds the findings, it sends the data to the certificates sent inventory area here. That's what you see here. Now you can go to the certificates, go to the deployment. You can push your certificates from within the central inventory area here. That suppose you want to deploy this specific certificate to this identity which is present on this Nginx local store. You can click on this add store, specify the store and the binding if you have need to. Click on this add store. The system will submit a job if the store is properly connected. As you can see, this store was not properly connected. That's why it's showing an empty. But let's say we configure this Nginx store and you set up this. In the jobs, you can see the deployment job is been submitted. And if there is any error messages going on, any issues going on with this certificate deployment of the discovery, you can see that as well. Validation tab. It tells you that the certificate version which you are having currently on this identity and the certificate which is present on that store, are they properly the same or not? Does your store has a different version there or not? Since during this demo, I have just created two versions just in front of you for the deployment purpose. That's why it's showing unknown. Yeah. Stores closes the loop. The discovery finds certificates, the platform manages them, and stores deploy them end to end. Next, we'll look at the agents that will make all of this possible on your servers.